Hello, class. Do you have a hard time falling asleep at night? Are you suffering from anxiety or insomnia? Do you toss and turn while you're trying to get rest? Well, I have the solution for you. It's called the weighted blanket. The weighted blanket can help with anxiety and insomnia so you can get a better night's sleep. I should know. I was diagnosed with anxiety 2 years ago, and I had a hard time falling asleep. I'd always toss and turn. My head was always racing. I would only sleep for about 3 hours. But that's when I became the owner of a weighted blanket. Anxiety and insomnia is a very serious and often overlooked problem in the United States. The National Alliance of Mental Illness says that there are about 40 million adults that suffer from anxiety disorder. They also state that approximately 7% of children aging from 3 to 17 experience issues with anxiety each year. And most people develop symptoms of anxiety by the age of 21. Insomnia is also an often overlooked problem in the United States. Insomnia is the most common sleeping disorder in the US. The Recovery Village states that 70 million people suffer from sleeping disorder in the US. They also state that insomnia is one of the most common sleeping disorders, with 30% of the adults experience short-term sleeping lengths. Almost 40% of people reported accidentally falling asleep during the day, with 5% falling asleep behind the wheel. Now that I told you how anxiety and insomnia is very much prevalent in the United States, let me tell you what a weighted blanket actually is. A weighted blanket is a relatively new kind of way of sleeping, but has actually been around for many years. According to the Dream Cloud Sleep website, the weighted blanket was invented in 1998 by Keith Zivalich. He was inspired to make a blanket that felt more like a hug while you slept. It is a double layer blanket that is filled with added weights such as non-toxic plastic pellets, metal pellets, grain, sand, and even pebbles. The weighted blanket has been known to treat people with mental and sleeping disorders. The weighted blanket was first used as occupational therapy, such as sensory integration therapy. It was used with sensory progression disorder, autism, anxiety, and depression. And mostly used to help regulate people's emotions. Now that you know what a weighted blanket is, I'll be discussing how it can help with anxiety and insomnia to get you a better night's sleep. How it works is once you put the weighted blanket on, it gives you a sort of hugging feeling. This is known as deep touch pressure, which helps release serotonin and dopamine in the body. These two neurotransmitters are used to help make people feel relaxed and happy. It also helps people who are hypersensitive to the touch and helps desensitize them to help them calm down. Moreover, the weighted blanket will hold you down so that people who suffer from tossing and turning at night will be able to relax, stay laid down straight, and fall asleep. First, I discussed how anxiety and insomnia was very much alive in the United States. Then I discussed what a weighted blanket is and how it came to be. And lastly, I discussed how a weighted blanket can help you with anxiety and insomnia to get better sleep. Seeing how the weighted blanket is made and what the purpose it was used for, the weighted blanket can help with anxiety and insomnia, as well as autism and other sleeping disorders. In conclusion, if you have insomnia or anxiety or just problems sleeping, I highly recommend investing in a weighted blanket. This will help bring you relaxation and a good night's rest. Thank you.